think we as a community have to work to build that out. It should be 24 hours of programming, 7 days a week, because there's no lack of stories that need to be told, both domestically and internationally. And if we start working together, we can truly build something that can compete, and we don't have to start begging MSNBC or CBS or anybody else to put us on. They'll be begging to come onto our platforms for their information to our audiences.
Jonquil?
Very, very good points. I wanted to add that as it relates to Issa Rae, I did read that she also made mention about the role of the content that African Americans generally depict on screen, right? And one of them is struggling, or there are specific roles and stereotypes that until you begin to make your own and create your own, you're pigeonholed into what's made available to you. And to your point, everyone is not made to be an entrepreneur or for that matter. However, for those of you out there that are miserable at your jobs, where people are making your life difficult, I encourage you to go out and start working on things that you're passionate about, and then the money will come. And eventually, you know, the only freedom that you can have is when you are employed on your own. The other panelist made a good point, is that, you know, while working for someone else, you can survive, but it may be challenging for you to thrive. And we want us all to be able to thrive in this world. And in order to start becoming at a level of economic freedom and having freedom over your well-being is when you're working for yourself or generating other sources of revenue, and which also lead to generational wealth, as what's stated, and also enhances our community. And so I think that these are all valid points, and all of us as a community, we need to look inward in terms of, you know, how we can make our own lives better, as well as contributing to the community.
And again, look, I mean, look, ownership, look, I mean, all that business stuff, man, it ain't fun. It's not fun when camera break down and tripods, and now you got to replace it and look like, man, I just spent that money. I mean, it's not, you don't want to do that stuff. But again, this is the thing that I've always said, and this is, I think, really what matters. It's freedom and flexibility. And freedom is the first word. There's, you know, Issa Rae had Black Sketch Lady, Rap Shit, 2 shows, HBO Max canceled. And when you also own, you're employing. And so when you built the following and you got your fan base, that's what you say to your fan base, y'all missed the shows? Yeah, come here. Because guess what? We paying Starz. We paying HBO. We paying Netflix. We paying HBO Max. We're paying for all these different streaming services. But if we said, we're going to pay for this one, because that's ours, that's what I'm talking about. And so now you're creating jobs. Now you're creating opportunities. Now you're changing narratives. Now you're controlling the process. Now you're the one who's green lighting, and you no longer are now going to ask for permission. You now get to be the one who says yes, no. We have the ability to build it. The technology has changed so much that you don't have to build a physical studio. You don't have to build this linear, none of that. The question is, do we want to build it? And so I just want our people to understand that we as Black people are making a lot of people rich.
That's right.
When we buy stuff, most of them don't look like us. So let's think differently and not just be about receiving a check, but about
producing,
signing checks. That is power. Folks, that is it for us. Let me thank Jonquil, Rebecca, Robert for being on today's show. Folks, hope y'all enjoyed today's show. I certainly appreciate the panel being here. We created this for this reason. this conversation, the conversation that we had on this show, opening up with Jam Master Jay, having Janelle Snowden on, talking about the Breakfast Club interview, talking about the Plies video, talking about all these different things, the reality is you're not gonna see ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox News, all these people. You're gonna see none of these people say, let's dedicate an hour to this conversation of black ownership. You know why? Because they gotta go ask permission. I don't have to. Because we control it, we own it, and we can have any conversation we want for however long that we want. That's why when you support us, that's what it actually means. I purposely am not charging a subscription fee because I know a lot of our people can't afford, or some choose not to pay the subscription fee. So there are people who stopped me in airports and said, man, all I got, remember I posted the photo. That senior saint in Atlanta, she said, all I got is $1. And she had it folded up looking like a bird. And she gave me the $1. Her dollar is just as important than $500,000 we got from a corporation. Doesn't matter. Every dollar matters. But we purposely are doing this because we do not want to have to ask somebody to talk about stuff that matters to black people. Join our Breen and Funk fan club. Send your check and money order to P.O. Box 57196, Washington, D.C. 20037-0196. Cash App, $RM Unfiltered. PayPal, R Martin Unfiltered. Venmo is RM Unfiltered. Zelle, Roland at RolandSMartin.com. Roland at RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Folks, when you buy my book, White Fear, How the Browning of America is Making White Folks Lose Their Minds, you're supporting this show as well. Money going right back into the show. And so available at bookstores nationwide. You can get the Audible version, audio version on Audible. I read it as well. You can also download the Black Star Network app, Apple phone, Android phone, Apple TV, Android TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Xbox One, Samsung Smart TV. You can, in addition to that, you can watch our 24-hour streaming channel. We're available on 4 different platforms, 4 different fast channels. Amazon Fire by simply going to Amazon News, go to Amazon Fire. You can also tell Alexa, play news from the Black Star Network. Also, Plex TV, Amazon Freevee, as well as Amazon Prime Video. Folks, that is it. I will see y'all tomorrow. I will be broadcasting from Dallas. Reverend Freddie Haynes has his installation and a social justice initiative happening in Dallas. Him, of course, the new CEO, Rainbow Push Coalition. So I'll be broadcasting from there tomorrow. I'll see you back in the studio on Friday. Until then, holla! Black Star Network is here.
Oh, no punch!
I'm real revolutionary right now.
Thank you for being the voice of Black America.
All momentum we have now, we have to keep this going.
The video looks phenomenal.
See, there's a difference between Black Star Network and black-owned media and something like CNN.
You can't be black-owned media and be scared.
It's time to be smart.
Bring your eyeballs home.
You dig?